Hi there, I'm so glad you're here. If you've been waking up feeling just as tired as when you went to bed, if sleep doesn't feel like rest anymore, I want to share something simple. No noise, no hype, just one quiet habit that made my nights easier and my mornings lighter. It started with a spoonful, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds stirred into warm milk about 30 minutes before bed. I didn't expect much. Honestly, I was just tired of trying things that promised too much and delivered too little. But within a few days, I noticed changes I hadn't felt in years. My sleep, deeper, my digestion, calmer. And when I opened my eyes in the morning, I actually felt rested. Now I know that sounds too good to be true. I thought so too. That's why in this video, I'm walking you through exactly what changed, how chia seeds quietly support your body while you sleep, and why night 5 was the moment everything shifted for me. If you're ready for something that feels natural, gentle, and real, I invite you to stay with me, because this tiny habit might just be what your nights have been missing. Have you noticed that sleep just isn't what it used to be? You're not alone. For many people over 60, sleep becomes something we chase, not something we ease into. We fall asleep easily enough, but then we wake. Once, twice, sometimes 3 or 4 times, a trip to the bathroom, a creaky joint, a racing mind. And suddenly it's 3 a.m., and we're lying there, eyes open in the dark, waiting to feel tired again. This isn't in your head. It's your biology changing with time. As we grow older, our bodies produce less melatonin, the hormone that tells our brain it's time to rest. We also spend less time in deep restorative stages of sleep, the kind that repairs tissues, resets blood sugar, and calms inflammation. Even a full night in bed might not leave you feeling rested if your body isn't dipping into those healing cycles. Other things change too. Cortisol, the stress hormone, can rise earlier in the morning, waking you before you're ready. Digestive processes slow down, leading to bloating or discomfort overnight. And pain, whether it's in the hips, knees, or back, can make it hard to get comfortable. All these small interruptions chip away at your rest. But here's the part many people don't realize. The problem isn't always in the sleep itself. Sometimes it's in the lack of support we give our bodies before bed. We brush our teeth, turn out the lights, and hope for the best, without giving our system what it actually needs to wind down and recover. The good news? Your body still knows how to sleep, how to heal, how to feel rested. It just needs a little help. A signal, a source of nourishment, a soft nudge toward balance. And that's where we turn next. Because what if the solution didn't come in a bottle or a prescription, but in something small, natural, and already sitting in your kitchen? Let's talk about chia seeds and what they can do for you while you sleep. It's easy to overlook something so small. Chia seeds don't have a strong flavor. They don't look particularly impressive, and they don't come with fancy packaging. But what they lack in flash, they make up for in quiet power, especially for the body as it ages. At night, your body begins its most important work. It repairs tissue, resets hormones, balances blood sugar, and clears out inflammation. But it needs the right building blocks to do that well. That's where chia seeds come in. These tiny seeds contain tryptophan, the precursor to serotonin and melatonin, two key hormones that help regulate your sleep-wake cycle and calm your nervous system. For older adults who struggle with falling asleep or staying asleep, tryptophan is a natural side effect-free support. They also deliver magnesium, a mineral most Americans over 60 aren't getting enough of. Magnesium helps your muscles relax, keeps your heart rhythm steady, and quiets that mental chatter that can make bedtime feel like a battle. But chia seeds aren't just about sleep. They're also loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, particularly ALA, a plant-based form known to reduce joint pain, brain fog, and inflammation. These healthy fats support brain clarity and mood regulation, two things we often notice slipping with age. And then there's the soluble fiber. Chia seeds soak up water and expand, creating a gentle gel that slows digestion, evens out blood sugar, and keeps your digestive system moving smoothly. It's like giving your gut a warm blanket for the night. Interestingly, this isn't new knowledge. Long before they showed up on health food blogs, chia seeds were a sacred food for indigenous civilizations like the Aztecs and Mayans. They believed these seeds gave warriors stamina, endurance, and inner strength. Now, modern science is catching up. We're finding out what they already knew, that something as humble as a seed, taken at the right time, in the right way, can quietly support the body's most vital functions. In the next part, I'll take you through exactly how chia seeds help while you sleep. 7 specific ways your body responds to this tiny habit. And trust me, one of them might be the solution you didn't know you needed. When I first heard that chia seeds could help with sleep, digestion, and energy, all by taking them before bed, I'll admit I was skeptical. I wasn't looking for a miracle. I just wanted to sleep through the night and wake up feeling like I'd actually rested. So I tried something small. 1 tablespoon of soaked chia seeds each evening, 30 minutes before bed. No changes to my diet, no supplements. And within days, my body started sending quiet signals that something was shifting. Here are 7 benefits I noticed, and that many others have shared too. 1. Deeper sleep without the struggle. It started with falling asleep faster. Not because I forced myself, but because my body actually felt ready. Chia seeds contain tryptophan, which your body turns into melatonin, the hormone that guides your sleep cycle. They're also rich in magnesium, a mineral that relaxes muscles and calms the nervous system. Together, these nutrients work behind the scenes to tell your brain, you can rest now. For me, it wasn't about sleeping longer. It was about sleeping better. Fewer wake-ups, more time in deeper sleep. And waking up with a feeling I hadn't had in a while. Refreshment. 2. No more late-night cravings. I used to snack every night. Chips, cookies, anything to quiet that restlessness. But with chia, those urges started to disappear. The seeds expand when soaked, creating a gel that gently fills your stomach and keeps you satisfied. The fiber slows digestion, and the healthy fats provide lasting satiety. One night, I realized I didn't even think about snacks. I just brushed my teeth and went to bed. That's when I knew something had changed. Chia wasn't just curbing cravings, it was calming something deeper, that low-grade hunger I carried into sleep. 3. Steadier blood sugar, fewer disruptions. Most people don't realize how much blood sugar affects their sleep. But if you're waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. feeling anxious or sweaty, it might not be stress. It could be a glucose dip. Chia's soluble fiber slows the absorption of carbs, keeping your blood sugar more stable through the night. Its omega-3s support insulin sensitivity too. After a few days, I wasn't waking up to that familiar jolt. My nights felt smooth. And my mornings, no more shaky hands or brain fog, just calm, steady energy I could trust. 4. Morning digestion that actually works. Let's be honest, digestive issues become more common with age, and constipation can feel like just another part of life. But chia changed that for me. Its unique mix of soluble and insoluble fiber gently stimulated my gut without cramping or urgency. The soaked seeds move through the digestive tract, softening stool and keeping things regular. After 4 nights, I started waking up with less bloating. I didn't feel weighed down. And I stopped dreading mornings, which was in itself a small victory. Eve. Less morning stiffness, more movement. I used to swing my legs off the bed and sit there for a minute waiting for my joints to catch up. The stiffness in my knees and back made mornings feel slow and heavy, but the omega-3s in chia, specifically ALA, work as natural anti-inflammatories. Combined with their antioxidant content, they help reduce the inflammatory load your body carries. By the fifth night, I noticed something different. I wasn't groaning as I stood up. My hands weren't stiff. My joints felt softer, easier, like the inside of me had more room to breathe. 6. Hydration that lasts through the night. As we sleep, we lose water through our breath, through metabolism, and we rarely replace it. Chia seeds absorb up to 12 times their weight in water. When you soak them, they become tiny hydration capsules that release moisture slowly as your body digests them overnight. They also provide electrolytes like magnesium and potassium to help retain that fluid. I didn't expect to notice this one, but I did. No more dry mouth, no more waking up thirsty, and fewer leg cramps, which I didn't even connect to dehydration until they stopped. 7. Gentle detox, quiet lightness. You might not think of chia seeds as a cleanser, but they are. Their fiber binds to waste in the digestive tract and carries it out naturally. Meanwhile, their antioxidants help fight oxidative stress, something that builds up with age and inflammation. After a week, I felt lighter. Not in a weight loss sense, but in an internal way. Less sluggish, clearer in my head. My skin even looked a little brighter, like something inside me had been washed quietly while I slept. Every one of these benefits might sound small, but stacked together, they changed the way I moved through my day. You might feel them differently. Maybe you'll sleep through the night for the first time in weeks, or maybe you'll just notice that your stomach feels calm, your joints less tight, your morning a little easier. You might not know what changed right away, but one day you'll wake up and realize you feel better. And that's exactly what happened to me. In the next I started the chia seed experiment the way I start most things these days, with quiet curiosity and a little doubt. I didn't expect a miracle. I just wanted to sleep better, maybe feel a little less heavy in the morning. 7 nights, one small change. Night 1, I stirred a spoonful of soaked chia into warm oat milk. It felt simple, almost too simple. I sipped it slowly before bed, turned off the lights, and waited. That night was ordinary. 2 wake-ups, a dry mouth, nothing changed, but I slept with hope. Night 2, I noticed something subtle. I wasn't as tense. I didn't lie in bed clenching my jaw or replaying old worries. I drifted off gently, like easing into warm water. I still woke up once, but I fell back asleep faster. That in itself felt like a win. Night 3 surprised me. I opened my eyes and saw morning light. I hadn't woken up once. No bathroom trips, no restlessness, just continuous rest. I lay there for a while, not wanting to move, savoring the stillness my body hadn't felt in weeks. By night 4, I began to notice my digestion. Normally, I feel bloated or tight in the morning, but that day, my belly was calm. I moved without discomfort. I didn't feel full or sluggish. My gut felt like it had worked with me, not against me. Night 5, I stood up and realized I wasn't bracing myself. My knees, which usually crack or resist, moved easily. My lower back didn't fight me. I walked to the kitchen without thinking about pain. And for a moment, I felt like I had stepped into an earlier version of myself. Night 6 was quiet. No dreams, no interruptions. Just deep sleep and a soft waking. The chia drink had become a little evening ritual, one that gave me peace, not pressure. Night 7, I felt grateful, not because chia fixed everything, but because it reminded me that healing doesn't have to be hard. Sometimes it's a gentle nudge, a small act of care, one you give to yourself, just like I did. In the next part, I'll show you exactly how to prepare chia seeds simply, safely, and in a way that feels natural to your routine. Let's make this habit feel like home. Let's slow things down for a moment. Imagine it's evening. You've washed the dishes. The house is quiet. You're starting to wind down. This is the perfect time to prepare something small, simple, soothing, and surprisingly powerful. You take a spoon, not a big one, just 1 tablespoon. You scoop up some tiny black chia seeds, like little dots of potential, and drop them into a glass. Now comes the important part, water. Pour in about 8 to 10 ounces, roughly the size of a regular drinking glass. Stir slowly. You'll see the seeds swirl, sink, and float. Keep stirring for about 30 seconds so they don't clump together. Then set the glass aside. Over the next 30 minutes, something magical happens. Those little seeds swell and soften. They absorb the water and form a soft, jelly-like texture, gentle on your stomach, easy on your digestion, and full of quiet nourishment. This is your bedtime tonic. You can sip it plain, or you can get creative. Here are a few ideas I've fallen in love with. 1. The simple way. Chia water. This is how I started. Just seeds and water stirred and sipped. Sometimes I add a slice of lemon or cucumber for a bit of freshness. It's not flashy, but it works, especially on nights when I want something light and clean before bed. 2. The comforting pudding. For something more filling, try this. 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 1/2 cup of almond milk, a sprinkle of cinnamon or a few drops of vanilla. Stir it, let it sit in the fridge for at least an hour or overnight, and enjoy it cold before bed. It's like dessert that happens to help you sleep better. 3. The evening golden milk. Warm a cup of oat or almond milk. Stir in a spoonful of soaked chia. Add a dash of turmeric and honey if you like. Sip it slowly, maybe with a book in your lap. It's not just nourishment, it's ritual. 4. Herbal harmony. Brew a caffeine-free tea like chamomile or lemon balm. Let it cool a little, then stir in your chia gel. The combination of herbs and fiber creates a calming drink that supports digestion and sleep. For beginners, start small. Try 1/2 tablespoon on your first few nights. Listen to your body. Everyone's different. Some feel results after the second night. Others take a week. What matters is that you're showing up for yourself, gently, consistently. And don't forget to drink enough water during the day. Chia carries fiber, and fiber works best with hydration. Think of this habit not as a health chore, but as a kind of evening whisper to your body. A way of saying, let's rest now. You've done enough. In the next part, I'll show you what might unfold if you keep this up for just 7 nights. The shift isn't loud, but it's real. And if you're open to it, you might feel more like yourself again, morning by morning. Picture this. You decide just for 7 nights to give your body a chance. Not a makeover, not a diet. Just one gentle choice before bed. A spoonful of chia seeds, soaked and stirred with care. You aren't expecting anything dramatic. You just want to feel something better. Night 1, it feels unfamiliar. You sip your chia water slowly, not sure what to expect. You still wake up once or twice, just like always. But there's a quiet satisfaction in having done something small just for you. Night 2, your sleep comes a little easier. Your shoulders drop more quickly. Your breath feels steadier. There's less resistance between you and rest. Maybe you still wake, but it doesn't feel as disruptive. Night 3, you open your eyes and realize you slept through the night. No bathroom trip, no tossing, just rest. Real rest. The kind that makes you pause before getting up, wondering if it was a fluke or the start of something real. By night 4, digestion feels easier. Your belly isn't as tight in the morning. You don't feel bloated or sluggish. There's a soft energy carrying you into the day. You notice that your body feels a bit lighter, and maybe your mood does too. Night 5 brings a moment you weren't looking for. You stand up and realize your knees don't protest the way they usually do. The ache in your lower back isn't there. You move through the kitchen without wincing. It's not youth, it's relief. Night 6, the ritual begins to feel sacred. You no longer ask, will this work? You simply prepare your drink, sit in stillness, and feel a kind of trust forming in your body, in the process, in your ability to care for yourself without urgency. And when night 7 arrives, it's no longer about the chia. It's about what this week has shown you. That healing is possible, not loud, not fast, but steady. That your body is still listening, still capable of responding when treated with kindness. You realize that peace doesn't always come from big changes. Sometimes it starts with something small. A tablespoon, a pause, a choice to nourish rather than neglect. And in those 7 nights, you may not become someone new, but you may remember who you've always been, someone worth caring for, night after night. In the final part, I'll help you turn this experience into something lasting. A habit you don't have to do, one you want to keep. Let's close with grace. As we wrap up this time together, I hope you're leaving not just with information, but with a little more peace in your pocket. We've taken a slow, thoughtful walk through what chia seeds can offer. Better sleep, gentler digestion, steady energy, and the kind of hydration and healing that works while you rest. We didn't need loud solutions. We didn't need complexity. Just a spoonful of seeds, a glass of water, and a little bit of patience. What stood out most to you? Was it learning that just 1 to 2 tablespoons of something so small could shift how your mornings feel? Or that your body, after all it's been through, is still quietly working, still responding when it receives the care it needs? Maybe it was realizing that you don't need to overhaul your life to start feeling better. That sometimes the tiniest change, done with intention, creates the biggest ripple. If something from this video surprised you, touched you, or simply made you pause, I'd love for you to share it below. Your words could be exactly what someone else needs to hear. In this space, we grow by sharing. No pressure, no perfection, just presence. And if you're new here, I want to extend a warm welcome. This channel is for people over 60 who still believe in the power of healing, naturally, slowly, and gently. If that feels like home to you, consider subscribing. Every week, I share new insights, new habits, and new ways to reconnect with your body in a way that feels kind, not punishing. We're not chasing youth here. We're choosing wellness. We're choosing grace. Because health at this stage of life isn't about chasing more. It's about holding what matters, breathing deeper, and choosing a rhythm that's finally yours. So tonight, if you prepare your chia and sit down quietly, know that you're not doing this alone. Many others are making the same choice right now, spoon in hand, heart open. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. I hope it's just the beginning. Sleep well, wake gently, and always listen kindly to your body. It's still listening to you.